Hey everyone, welcome to the nightly vid, and we got some interesting stuff to start the new week. Not really on the indexes, but on the sector basis. So SPY, what we'll see, new month opens as a 1. So we don't have to be the first ones in. Qs opens as a 1. Dow Jones opens as double inside. The Dow Jones futures, triple inside. So still waiting on that. IBM also opening triple inside. RTY futures opening triple inside. So those equilibriums need to resolve, and once they become two, we definitely want to know. Dow Jones or IBM, I mean today, top of the daily try and then 2-2 reversal back through previous range. So they're trying to get the weekend for us. We'll see. And if we go to Dow Jones, you got an inside day. So if everything's going to start coming in, that's got to go inside and down. SPY is a hammer. Hughes is a hammer. The only other thing 322 hammer setting up on the day is NVIDIA. So that will be of importance. Obviously, NVIDIA has kind of been leading the market, so keep that up. But as far as what we see to start the new month, new quarter, it's very simple. On the quarter, you'll see we have 18 enforced signals, most of them going down, and then Adobe, Tesla, ZS to the upside, and then DFS financial services. So Adobe 322 on the quarter does go in force above this stuff, and we don't have to be that first one in, but what we'll see today is they definitely came and they're buying Adobe 222 and off they went. In Tesla and ZS, Tesla, you'll see the hammer quarter back through previous range, so they've been chopping it up a bit, but now we got some range to come back through these guys. So we'll see. The month is just 3-2 expansion, so mind the fact you're at the top of the try up in here. And then Z-scaler, you'll see on the quarter, I'm really not sure if it might be a hammer 2-2 reversal, but it's going reversal back up. And on the month, it went 2-2, and it's reconfirming that. So Zscaler is also slightly stronger. Really, that's about it, though. On the healthcare side of things, CI, CRL, IQV are taking the inside quarters down to start. And then there's some other stuff thrown in there, specifically cyclicals, LEN and BWA. If we take a look at AAP as well, you'll also see that in the cyclicals. But if we take a look then at the monthly, you can get a potentially a clearer picture. You can see we got materials, staples, utilities coming in, so that's a bad thing. In the cyclicals, you'll see we have some names we know of: Etsy, Lowe's, which tells you Home Depot as well. You'll have Williams Sonoma, BBY, which is a 322 on the month in force. That's something I'd like to know. Dick's 322 as well. So both of those, if you're a 322 guy, yeah, Dick's getting murdered to start the month. So long red bars right away to start the new month. You can see on the 60s in here. 3, 2, and they're just puke. So we definitely want to know about that. And you do have this sub try here on the 60, which is going to be the same as your monthly try. But definitely want to know about that towards 182.84 for magnitude. And then BBY, if you're on the month, here's your big brown information, 322 right there. So those two I definitely want to know about in the cyclicals. And you'll see there's even more than that. It's like Yeti 322 as well. Just this one's at the bottom of the range. So it's weaker as it's at the bottom of the broad information. But you got to get out of this and expand it. So here it is, magnitudes to get down there, and then question mark. Do they expand it or not to try and come through these guys? I haven't seen many Yetis. I know they make pretty good coolers, but they could have some issues. Outside of the cyclicals, we will see some healthcares thrown in there. XLB, or not XLB, XLV is not quite weak enough yet. It could rev strat the month, though. So top of the try with a rev strat maybe. But you'll see if we go in the materials, this is a really bad looking chart. You'll see they had the look of a successful breakout, and then all the breakout traders just trashed on. Chop them up inside months, and then inside and down here. So that's a problem, especially if we start reclaiming this stuff around 85.90/86. That could be a big issue. If we go to the Utes, inside month and down, so also some issues there. And then the staples, inside month down, top of the try. And if you recall, at the beginning of 24, we mentioned the staples here at the bottom of the try as well. So now they're coming the other way. Inside month down, we'll see. And on the upside of things, some financial services is really all we see. So like JPM, Mara, Morgan Stanley, and we can actually filter this out in here. So see financial services, few two downs. But JP Morgan, they like that one to start. Morgan Stanley has momentum to start. And the month does not look like that. It looks more like that, but for some reason these charts are just messed up. I'm not sure. Um, make sure I'm not missing, and then Wells Fargo as well. So the big banks to own the world. Wells Fargo is at 222 on the month, back to the top of the monthly try. So you'll see they're tearing back through previous range. That's something we want to know about until they can get him up into 63, and then we'll see. And then the ones that aren't doing that, MasterCard. MasterCard's taking the quarter down to start. Visa is pretty close to it as well to take the quarter down, so we can watch those two at the top of their tries. So a lot of bearish breaks to start. Doesn't mean that it has to end bearish, but that's what we're seeing. What I want to do is cyclicals, keep these up. Because when you have all of these breaking on the weekly, this is where we want to be. So each 60, what I'm going to be scanning for is who has the 60-minute actionable signal. Not in force, but as the 60s are going, where are the inside bars on the 60 and where are the two ups on the 60 where we can go and trade those back short in the direction of these weekly breaks if they stay down. So that's something I want to know. And outside of that, as far as into tomorrow goes, we have some inside day relative strength in QCOM. If things are going to try and recover with the 322s, QCOM's in there at the bottom of the try here. MCHP, inside day as well, could also potentially recover. The inside day relative strength to the rest of the tech. If we look for hammers on the day today, they will all have full time from continuity, so it's not going to change much for us. But we have some 3-1s ASML in the chips as well. So you can see some relative strength in ASML. Could become a weekly to the upside. We'll also see Spotify inside day with some relative strength. It's been chopping around a bit. I believe it closed inside month last month. I could be wrong. Stupid charts. They still like Team this new month. So Team Viewer, or is it Team? Nope, not Team Viewer, but Team. 2-2 month back to the upside, and that's going to be in your technologies. Cuervo. They still like that one too. Coming towards the top of its monthly try, though. On the year, it is inside year and up, so they have that. It's just mother bar. You can see the hammer on the quarter trying to go in force in here. And then another tech name, TTD. It's got no signals to go after at all besides the inside day. Then we will have PanW, hammer counter shooter, as some relative strength in the tech. And in here, depending on how you draw your tries, right to left, we can say this one is in expansion. So 2-2 day here is something we want to know about. Full time from continuity and a monthly signal in force. W day will be similar except mother bar. And we already know the XLK and the NVIDIA and spine Qs. And I don't see too much there that I'm interested in. What I also want to take a scan on is the week. 2 down with full time from continuity. Yeah, so the only rev strats on the week we have potentially to the upside would be S&PS, the 2-2 day in the tech. On the upside of things, we've got CME and STE for potential rev strats the other way. So CME, potential outside week, 2-2 day to do it on a Tuesday. And then STE, potential outside week, gap up sell on Monday for a 2-2 on a Tuesday, back through previous range. And these are great setups to go after. So we'll see if that 2-2 can get all these guys out. And then on the month, it could trigger an inside month. It's been chopping around, so be aware of that. They did stop these guys out, so potentially they could try and get it back down there again. But that is going to be about it from me, specifically focusing those consumer cyclicals. And then we'll see what else pops up as the week and the month goes on. Since it is a short week, we expect more inside weeks. So if the indexes are unable to choose a direction tomorrow, then we're still going to pull it back because Wednesday, Thursday will be closed. But I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys have a great holiday week. And I'll see you guys in the next nightly vid, which I believe is going to come out on Thursday night. So I'll see you guys then, and adios.